Show this video to your friends to totally ton a cock lamb them. So you're probably wondering what a Mario Kart tournament with only one person even looks like. Well, for us gamers who have no friends, there's the single player option. I know you probably didn't even notice it was there, but it always has been. Today's challenge is to beat the Golden Dash Cup DLC on 150cc, but the twist is, the entire course is flipped. But Flaffy, that's literally just a normal— Oh my gosh! Is that DLC to see? NPCs to beat? And Big D energy? So after making a character and choosing a kart based purely on aesthetics, we're going to start a 150cc mirrored tournament. Well, that was easy. Okay, so I thought that this was going to be way harder just because I've never played mirrored before, but then I remembered I have a perfect score, indicated by these 3 stars, on every cup in non-mirrored 150cc. And I haven't played this DLC before, so flipping it wasn't even any more challenging than normal. But you know what I don't have a perfect score for on any of the cups? And when the first race started, I was not prepared for how fast we were going to be moving. I kept bumping into walls, getting hit by this big piranha plant because I hadn't gotten used to drifting yet. But regardless, I completed the first lap with a pretty good lead. This blue shell was gonna hit me, but luckily I had this— Oh. Luckily the lead I had was enough of a buffer to keep everyone away, and we finished lap 2 in first place. But in lap 3, we started to encounter some problems. Let me introduce you to Metal Mario. This guy was keeping his distance from me the whole race, but it wasn't because he wasn't good, it's because he was looking for the perfect moment to strike. In lap 3, he started to go at the speed of fast and was quickly catching up to me. Then he threw a red shell at me as I was about to cross a canyon. A respectable technique, only to be pulled off by the worthiest of foes. I dropped a bomb to save myself, but he had 2 more red shells and managed to hit me. His master plan had finally come to fruition. I was still in the lead, barely ahead of him. Now let's freeze right here. I have 3 bananas protecting me. The only thing I had to do to make it to the end of the race and win was go around this roundabout and cross the finish line. I hate myself. But then, just as I thought I lost, a lightning bolt came down, stopping Metal Mario's momentum, and I had just enough of a lead to cross the finish line in first place. The first race was won, but now I have an advantage I didn't have when I started the first race. I know who my enemy is. At the beginning of the second race, Metal Mario didn't have to hide his skill anymore. He boosted at the very beginning and got a lead. I immediately hit him with a red shell, giving me a bit of a buffer. I spent the rest of lap 1 trying to get as many coins as possible so we could go at max speed, and by the end of lap 8, we had 8 coins. I got the last 2 coins at the beginning of lap 2, with Metal Mario right on my tail. I don't know how he's managing to go this fast. I've been hit by nothing this whole game, and I also haven't been bouncing off walls or going off course. The only thing I could do for the rest of lap 2 was play perfectly so Metal Mario couldn't catch up. In lap 3, he tried to hit me with a red shell, but I blocked it. But that's when Metal Mario said, "You fall right into my trap," and threw another red shell. At 200cc, you could go fast enough to delay the inevitable. I was hoping I could delay it long enough to get an item that would protect me from it, but— Now hear me out. If everyone presses the like button, we could summon a lightning bolt that hits Metal Mario and we could win the race again. Go ahead. I'll wait. I've You did it? Okay, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. Okay, so Metal Mario won this race and we're tied in the tournament. This isn't exactly what I was hoping for, because being neck and neck is not a comfortable place to be. Not to mention, the next race is going to be putting my drifting skills to the test, and I can't say I'm completely confident with 200cc yet. Foreshadowing aside, we started the third race being just barely behind Metal Mario. I was trying to drift off of him, but I went too fast and bumped into him before I could get the boost. I ended up passing him, but immediately fell off the map, causing me to, for the first time, go into third place. I bumped into some walls and got blown up at the beginning of lap 2, and that caused me to fall back into 5th place. If I don't get my act together, I'm going to— Oh, I somehow made it back to first place with literally no trouble at all. Then lap 3 started with me getting bluebird and drift boosting directly into a wall. Guys, I don't know this map very well. I'm not used to 200cc and I can't see, and it looked like there was a cliff there. I was scared, okay? I don't know what it is about this course, but I once again, in the same spot, made it back into first place in a matter of seconds. All I had to do was get to the end without hitting any walls or getting hit by any items if I wanted to win the race. And we did it. We're officially in the lead. But if Metal Mario is only 3 points behind us, that means if he wins this next race, he's going to be tied with us. And that's not what we're here for. We are here to win it all, not share it with this Super Mario 64 side character that nobody likes. This isn't called Metal Mario Kart. It's also not called Flaffy Kart, but that's not the point. The point is, this next race is the final race, and it's for all the marbles. And oh boy, was it a race. Metal Mario and I were neck and neck the entire way through. I was the first to make a mistake, crashing into a wall giving him the lead, but I wasn't going down that easy. By the second lap, I nearly caught up with him. But that's when... You ever have one of those moments where you just know everything's over? You know there's no possible way you could recover from this? Everything you fought for and everything up to this point was completely worthless because what's happening right here, in front of you right now, negates it? I don't believe in those moments. And I'm sure as hell not going to let some piece of aluminum foil beat me. I blasted past that soda can and made it a lap 3 with a massive lead, and nothing was going to stop me. Not this escalator changing directions, not this lightning bolt that honestly, if it struck half a second earlier, could have screwed me, and definitely not bonking on the walls. Metal Mario did everything he could to catch up to me, and he was getting really close. A red shell was coming at me from behind, but I learned from my past mistakes. I held my speed, swerved around the cards, and got an item in time to protect me from the shell, and... And then I won. I used Metal Mario's body as plating for my new wheels and lived happily ever after.